you want to record a webinar and actually squeeze every drop of value out of it without spending hours chopping up your footage, you've come to the right place. I'm going to walk you through a professional, straightforward workflow that turns a single live session into YouTube videos, podcast episodes, social clips, and even written content using AI and a bit of smart tooling. The first step is capturing your webinar, and luckily there are tons of solid options out there like Zoom, Riverside, or StreamYard that get the job done. Riverside is fantastic for clean multi-track recordings and live streaming, but it can get a little pricey and doesn't fully automate the repurposing pipeline for you. That is exactly where a tool like Vizard comes into play because it focuses on turning those long, raw recordings into ready-to-post content automatically. Let's start by scheduling and promoting your webinar on your platform of choice by setting the date, inviting speakers, and sharing that all-important registration link. While you don't need a high-end studio, using a decent USB condenser or dynamic mic will make a massive difference in the overall quality of your recording. If you are planning to live stream, make sure to set up your branding, including lower thirds, your logo, and consistent theme colors to look polished and trustworthy. When it's finally showtime, hit record, do your presentation, and take audience questions without worrying about little flubs because those moments are actually gold for short clips later. Once you stop the broadcast, your goal is to have at least one long, high-quality video file and ideally separate audio tracks for every speaker. Now, here is the critical part that many creators skip, which is moving away from manual editing and into the world of smart, automated repurposing. Simply upload your webinar file into Vizard, an AI-first editor that specializes in scanning your long videos and automatically identifying the most engaging moments. You don't have to guess which parts are shareable because the AI does all the heavy lifting for you to find clips likely to go viral. For your long-form YouTube content, use the editor to remove filler words, tighten pauses, and add animated captions so viewers get the message even with the sound off. Don't forget to toss in visual overlays like your headline, guest names, and chapter markers to keep the audience visually engaged from start to finish. Export in high quality for YouTube, and always remember to add timestamps and a short AI-generated summary in the description to give your SEO a massive boost. If you want a podcast, Vizard can export your audio cleanly for distribution, allowing you to create both a video podcast file and an MP3 for platforms like Apple or Spotify. Use the AI show notes generator to create episode summaries and key takeaways, which saves you from staring at a blank page after a long recording session. This is where Vizard truly shines. The short social clips feature slices your webinar into snackable segments, perfect for Reels, TikTok, or LinkedIn. You pick the length, the speaker, and the tone you want, and the AI identifies the best exchanges to package with captions and optimized aspect ratios. You can batch create dozens of clips in mere minutes, which is a process that would have taken you hours in a traditional manual editor. Don't sleep on the transcript either, because you can grab that auto-generated text and paste it into an LLM to turn your content into a fresh blog post or newsletter. The AI can create SEO-optimized summaries and highlight specific quotes for graphics, which effectively turns one single webinar into weeks of written content. Always make sure to cross-check the facts and tweak the tone to keep it on brand, but this step is the ultimate way to maximize your output. Keep a script or a bulleted outline on hand during the webinar so you stay on track, but remember that a little bit of spontaneity is what makes the best clips. If you plan to live stream, monitor the chat because those spontaneous audience Q&A moments often make for the most authentic and engaging social media clips. Always try to save multi-track recordings if possible, as separate tracks let AI editors balance voices and remove background noise much more effectively. Efficiency matters, so after the webinar, upload the raw file to Vizard, let the system scan it, and review the top suggestions from the AI. The auto-schedule feature is an absolute game changer, allowing you to queue clips across platforms so you can plan your publishing cadence visually in the content calendar. If you have ever forgotten to post or scrambled for content at the last minute, scheduling with AI that knows what performs best is a massive time saver. To be clear, tools like Riverside and StreamYard are excellent for high-quality recording, but they don't focus on the full repurposing lifecycle like Vizard does. Use these tools together, not in competition. Record on a studio-grade platform if you prefer, then upload that pristine file to Vizard for the final editing and distribution steps. You might ask how good the AI is at picking clips, and the answer is that it's surprisingly accurate because it prioritizes emotional peaks and strong sound bites. It also handles captions and aspect ratios beautifully, saving you half the hassle of designing separate files for square, vertical, or landscape formats. Finally, create a template for your repurposing, like a checklist to export tracks. Upload to Vizard, select your clips, and schedule them across your channels. Doing these same steps every time turns repurposing into a reliable system rather than a massive, overwhelming project. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you want to squeeze out of your next webinar, and don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe for more workflows. I'm Brielle Rowe, thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you next week with even more practical content creation tips.